before we get into this video, I just want to let you guys know that my head top looks really crusty throughout this whole video. So we're just going to pretend like I look presentable until we see the final result. Okay, bye. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Deasia, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on how to do knotless box braids with the curly ends. I'm also going to be talking, so if you are here just for the tutorial, I will have timestamps down below of exactly where each of the steps start. I'm also starting off on blow-dried hair because that makes my life 10 times easier. Sorry if I am looking down, that's just where my mirror is so I can see what I'm doing. I will be parting my hair off camera because I cannot talk and part at the same time, so I'll be back when my hair is parted. So I'm going to start off by taking my Shine and Gem and actually just putting it towards the top of my hair, just so that it looks slick inside the braid. And I'm going to put it a little farther down so that I can actually grip the hair as well. So you're going to split your hair into 3. And then you're going to do like 3 braids. So 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to take your first piece of hair. I'm starting off with a really small piece of hair and then they're just going to get bigger. I put it in the strand that is in the middle, and then I'm putting the rest of the hair over to the strand that's closer to, I guess, the front of my face, and then I'm going to braid it twice. So 1, 2, and then I'm going to take my second piece of hair and again put it in the middle strand and wrap it to the strand that's towards the front of my face. This strand should not have any hair, and I'm just going to braid it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to take my last strand and do the same thing, add it to the middle strand and towards the strand that is closer to the front of my face, and just continue to braid it down. So I'm not actually braiding down the whole braid, I'm just braiding down to the length of my hair, and then I'm going to take an elastic band and I'm just going to put that towards the end, because then I will be curling it and then just cutting off the rest of the hair. And then from here, I will just be taking an elastic band, and it should look something like this for now. One of my goals for this year was to actually try out multiple hairstyles. Even though like where I am, we're actually still in lockdown. And I would just much rather always have my hair done, because my mood is definitely affected by my hair. If my hair's not done, I'm not in the mood, I'm not going anywhere, even though I can't go anywhere. Nothing is getting done, really. So I would just much rather have like cute protective styles that I really don't require much. And I'm personally not trying to always just be wearing wigs in my house. That's just not max comfort for me. So I just thought I would try to at least do like 10 different hairstyles. So when it comes to like my hair, I've actually had some experiences. Like when my sister and I were younger, we'd always like compare whose hair is longer. Not in like a serious competition, but we'd just see like whose hair is longer. And so I don't know if it was just me who was like not really thinking of it as a competition, but my sister, she was evil. One day my mom actually took her to get her hair permed because she just didn't want to like deal with her hair anymore. And if you perm your hair and your hair cannot handle the perm, it will fall out, like it will break off. So that's what happened. I didn't even take it like seriously. I was kind of just like, okay, you cut your hair, not a big deal. But to her, I guess it was a big deal, because at the time my parents used to hide the scissors because we would just go around like cutting up anything. She searched around the house, found the scissors, and waited until I went to bed that night to try to cut off my hair in my sleep. I feel like I would have been traumatized if it worked. Honestly, I've never heard of house scissors that just don't cut, but I just think it was God that saved me that day, because I would have been traumatized. I don't think I would go to sleepovers because I would be scared that people are gonna cut off my hair. And since her hair was like up to her ears, she wasn't gonna cut my hair up to my ears. Like, she was gonna cut it off. Like, she was gonna cut and leave like an inch of my hair just so that her hair would now be longer than mine. And the only reason I knew this is because years later, when her hair grew back, she decided to tell me. A few years later, I'd say, I got extensions. And when I would get extensions, I'd get it much longer than my hair length. So I would like cut up the extensions to around my hair length just so that it's easier to take it out. And so at the time, I wasn't able to use scissors. So my sister was doing it for me, and I was looking at it and I was like telling her,
"You're cutting my hair."
And she was like,
"No, I'm not." I'm like, "How are you telling me that you're not cutting off my hair?" My mom's like, "No, you're not cutting off her hair."
Shorty is cutting off like inches of my hair. And I told her, and you know those ones where you're mad but you can't even do anything about it? Like, I just wanted to fight. And the way she cut it, basically, like, it was like all over the place. Some just sections were longer than the others, so I had to cut my hair off even more. It wasn't like a big chop, but like it was like noticeably shorter, like a lot shorter. And I was devastated for several months. I honestly, I don't even let her live it down. Like, she always knows what I'm referring to when I say she cut off my hair, because she did. So since then, I've never cut my hair. Obviously, I trimmed my hair, but I've never actually cut my hair. Never even considered really cutting my hair until like this year, when I actually reached my hair length goals. So like, I would say when I was like 5, I told myself that I wanted my hair to be, I guess, towards like the lower section of my back, and that's where my hair actually is now. When it's straight, when it's curly, honestly, it doesn't even look like it's really growing, but that's where it is. As a kid, I would always like straighten my hair, so now my hair actually has some heat damage at the front, and I've been growing out the heat damage so I can cut it off. And I finally grew out to the length that I told myself I want to grow it out to. So now I'm just planning on cutting my hair. I don't know when. I would say like when I find a good place that cuts curly hair, I'm gonna get my hair cut. Personally, dealing with long hair is a lot. Long curly hair, it's really a lot. I really admire seeing people with dreads or locks. I think it's cute, but I do not think it's for me. After 2 weeks of my hair being in extensions, I just want to see my curls again. And the fact that it takes forever to like undo locks, or you just have to shave it, I don't think I have the willpower, but I definitely admire it. I see you guys and sometimes I'm like, ah, it's cute, but not for me. I don't think it's for me. Since lockdown, since quarantine, I have not been like doing my hair. I've not been, I mean, I've been taking care of my hair, but like not the way I used to before lockdown. Like, it's definitely inspired me to like start doing new styles, but in between styles, my hair, it just be looking a mess. And when my hair is not done, as I said, I don't be feeling like doing anything. So I will be back to show you guys exactly how I'm doing it, just towards the front so you guys can actually see. And then I will show you guys how I'm finishing off my hair. So I'm just going to show you guys how to do it, like a knotless braid basically at the front of my hair, so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. And then I will show you guys like the steps for like curling the ends. So I'm just taking my shine and jam and just putting it at the top of my hair, as you guys have been seeing me do so. Making sure that I get the shine and jam everywhere around my hair. And then I'm going to add just a little bit, I guess a little bit down my hair, so that I can actually grip my hair. And I find that it's easier for me to add the feed in that way when they shine and jam just a little bit down my hair. So now I'm gonna split my braid into 3 sections like I usually would if I'm just braiding my natural hair. I like to think of my hair in like 3s. So 1, 2, 3. Sorry if I'm looking down, I'm just looking down in the mirror so that I can see exactly what I'm doing. But I'm splitting it into 3, and then I'm going to kind of like braid it, I guess, 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, And now I'm going to grab my first piece of hair. And I'm going to add it to the middle strand and then the strand closest to the front of my face. So the middle strand here. And then the strand closest to the front of my face is right here. And then I'm just going to braid that in twice. 1, 2. Now this strand does not have any hair, so this is now the strand that's closest to the front of my face. So I'm going to grab my next strand and put it again in the middle strand, and then it's going to add to the strand that's closest to the front of my face. So this is the one that now has hair, and I'm going to braid it again. And now because I'm doing my hair shorter, I'm just going to start braiding it down, and then if it needs a little bit of extra hair just for the curly ends, then I will add that in. But now I'm just braiding down. It might take a few attempts if this is your first time, because it's supposed to be not really tight, but it's supposed to be pretty tight. Of my hair, so this is where I'm just going to put the rubber band. So now I'm just going to grab my flexi rods. I got this pack from Amazon, and so I'm just going to take, I guess, the medium size one. All right, so I have my flexi rods here. So what I'm going to do now, I think I have about 12 flexi rods and 17 braids in my head, so I'm just going to try to put as many as I can on individually, because I want each curl to kind of look the same, you know. And I decided that I'm going to wrap it around first and then cut it, just so that I can make sure they're all the same length and the curls look somewhat similar. I just finished adding the flexi rods to my hair, so now I'm just going to grab some boiling water and dip my hair, and then I will show you guys the final result. Alright, so I just finished dipping my hair. Now I'm going to take the flexi rods off. Alright, so I finished taking off the flexi rods. This is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. You can also subscribe to see some more of my content, and I hope to see you in my next video.